Hola, cage fighting connoisseurs. This is KidNativeBloodyElbow.com, joined once again by the inevitable, the ineffable, the ineluctable Eugene S. Robinson, author of Fight Everything You Ever Wanted to Know About Ass Kicking, but we're afraid you get your ass kicked for asking. He's holding up a note. What's it say? Eugene,
and it says Eugene S. Robinson's Guide to Gym Etiquette.
All the ways
for sale here at Sorrow Academy. Let's just take a random page of the wit and wisdom of Eugene S. Robinson. There you go. These are collected from the phones of all the people who train here who have foolishly left their phone out for nary a second, and somebody just happened to give it to me. It's like a performance art deal. So there you go.
It's beautiful.
And it actually has a foreword by Leopoldo Serrao. I'll just read you a random sampling. I read a sampling. What does he talk about gangbangs? Where is that part of the random sampling? Fuck. It's kinda kid. Man. Shh. He always pushed the guy to somebody else first to make sure. He always asks, how much do you weight? It's kind of like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Well
it's
said.
Art. It's art, man. It's art.
It's beautiful.
It's art.
And I thought we were going to get a serious guide to appropriately touching other men, but
appropriately touching other men, man, that's the name of the game here.
That's right. Appropriate. So we need a disclaimer because we're here for the Care Don't Care preview for UFC Fight Night 130, aka UFC Liverpool, aka UFC Thompson versus Till.
Yeah, I'm glad to do the disclaimer, but I just would like to take a moment out, like Sammy Maudlin here, and thank you for deigning to show up. I know they've been doing a lot of work on the mansion, Nate, painting, and you've been sitting back and directing the crews about as you relax and sun yourself on the heliport. But I was glad you could take some time and spend it with us little people.
Well, John Nash had to cancel, so.
So Nash has got a big Hollywood meeting. Me, I'm sitting here in dirty clothes next to Sorrao.
I was going to suggest you dab your forehead with a towel, but what are we
going to do? It's because I got a little shine. Anyway, crybabies, bedwetters, greedy bread gobblers, work shy individuals, malingerers, bedwetters. This has less to do with your skills and talents as a fighter and much more to do with the marketing heft and weight put behind you by Endeavor, WME, or UFC, or the bald one. You don't like being on the don't care list? Get on the care list by fighting an exciting fight a la Paul Felder, Chris Collier-Greens, Ally Quinta, or Alex Oliveira. It is possible. It is possible. It works. It can happen to you. Until then, don't come crying to us, crybabies and bedwetters.
Did you say greedy bread gobblers?
I did say greedy bread gobblers. I got that in the first time out.
Last night.
Just coming back from Germany. Did you see that thing I put up on my Instagram page? As many of you don't follow me on Instagram, Mr. Sleep 3 on Instagram. But it was Helmut Meyer. Helmut Meyer has done this special thing. He's doing. He likes to give something back to the community. So he's doing this thing for kids, and it's called, in German. It says. What does it say? It says Helmut Meyer Musik für Kinder, music for kids, and in it, it's got two happy little German kids who are going like this.
I saw that.
Two of them. Now, somebody had to approve this.
I believe they were going like this.
No, they weren't, man.
No, they weren't.
No, they were.
Both arms out.
Now, if you had two American kids, they go, kids, do something to show that you were excited. They go, yay! Or they would go, yay! Or they would go, ah! They wouldn't go like that.
You tell two German kids, the Führer's coming. And then...
I love Germans, man. I love Germans. I love Germany. But sometimes you just got to go, come on. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Maybe so. But let's get down to brass tacks. UFC Liverpool, first time in Liverpool, headlined by Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Darren Till in a welterweight clash with title implications. And then really a whole shit show. So we got two fights on Fight Pass. This is on Saturday night, by the way, or Saturday early afternoon in America. Fox Sports 1 prelim card, main card, Fox Sports 2. Actually, I need to check the UFC.com website and see exactly when this thing starts because I have a sneaking suspicion with Fox Sports 1. I mean, are they having this on in the afternoon on Fox Sports?
It's in Liverpool.
It's 1 p.m. is the main card, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And for you, the Fight Pass starts at 10 a.m. Eastern time and 7 a.m. Pacific time. So you'll be up early for this one.
They do this to themselves. They do. Yeah. Here it is for those of you. I found it here. I don't know if you could see it here. Music for Kinder.
See, the kids are putting their arms out.
Man, whatever, bro. If they were Portuguese kids, I feel a little bit differently. Anyway. So yes, let's go.
Let's see. Is the
Hold on, Sorrel. Do you have a piece of scrap paper I could use? He told me to go fuck myself. I'll use a piece of tape since I had to bargain for that piece of tape, and I don't imagine there are going to be a lot of cares on it. I'm ready.
All right, you're ready. We're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. First off, Fight Pass preliminary card: women's bantamweight, Gina Mazany versus Lina Lansberg.
Don't care.
Sorry, me neither. Middleweight: Trevor Smith versus Elias Theodorou. What is he doing on Fight Pass in Liverpool?
Whoa! That's how the mighty have fallen, and I'm going to give it an appropriately cold-shouldered response. Do not care, man.
He won his last fight, though. Decision, Dan Kelly.
Yeah. You know what? You know what it says? Placement is everything, man.
Well, they're just trying to give you some value for that Fight Pass subscription.
Really? Who's he fighting?
Trevor Smith.
Really? Everybody knows Trevor Smith, right?
Yeah, we've all met somebody named Smith, I'm sure.
And Trevor.
Yeah, a lot of Trevors out there. And he's coming off a win over Chris Camozzi, one of our favorites here on the show.
Ina Camozzi, hot stepper. I love that big summertime hit of 2008.
Those were glorious days, 2008. Seems like just.
You believe that was a decade ago? Are you kidding?
I know, it went so fucking fast, man. I mean, I still feel like if I'm listening to Ludacris, I'm like listening to new music, and then I realize, oh my fucking God, it's 20 years old. Oh well.
I know. Yeah.
All right, moving on to Fox Sports 1 prelim card, women's flyweight. Actually, I need to give my prediction. I predict you're gonna have 1 care on this whole card.
Oh, that'll tie me for last week. All right.
All right. So, women's flyweight, Gillian Robertson versus Molly McCann.
Don't really care.
No, me neither. Sorry.
And see, I was being gracious by saying really. I used a modifier, an adverb in there. Don't really care. You
softened the blow.
I softened the blow. So it seems like, well, he might care, or the circumstances that prevented him from caring.
Yeah. I mean, you could make it the proverbial, management shit sandwich. Like, great names, ladies. Exciting weight class.
Yeah.
Don't care. Yeah. Look forward to seeing him again next time. Huh?
Yeah. I don't know.
But
recently, that's the thing. Anton LaVey once told me. He goes, "More people have died from popularity than anything else." And I at first mocked him for this, and then I started to think, man, that's probably the most profound thing he's ever said to me. And probably maybe one of the most profound things he's ever said,
More people have died from popularity than anything else. I don't know if they're beating, say, tuberculosis, but
I don't know, man. If Jesus hadn't have been popular, he'd probably still be. Well, he would still be.
Yeah. I believe he is still alive in our hearts,
and still pretty popular.
Yeah, it's still quite popular. And they nail him to a fucking tree in a minute if they caught him in Texas. I'll tell you.
I still, man. I think the untold story of the whole crucifixion, the time on Gethsemane, is Barabbas. I just fucking love that, man. That's your dream, isn't it? To be the guy that gets let off the cross, the guilty. Well, no, it wasn't. They say there are no second acts in Aramaic lives. Well, I just can see him the few minutes. He's like, man, I got off. I can't believe it. I got off. Where was I? Oh yeah.
Back to Robin. I mean, highwayman. He's got a stretch of road to patrol.
Yep.
All right. So moving on. Welterweight Brad Scott versus Carlo Pedersoli Jr.
Nope, don't care.
Me neither. Although I do look forward to
and I have to tell you, I'm answering. I'm doing this show from inside the Sorrel Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy, right? Sorrel Academy, which means that there are people here who are deep into this fucking lifestyle. And I would not get pushback from any of those don't cares that I had from anybody who's in here now.
Well, there's no Brazilian fighters so far.
Yeah. Well, okay. You name a Brazilian fighter, I guarantee you, Sorrell will not fuck care.
Give me one more fight, and we will.
Okay.
But all right, middleweight: Dan Kelly versus Tom Breese.
Ooh.
This one's kind of tough, isn't it?
I'm going to say care, man.
You care, you know.
Yeah.
You just
I
did this.
I love Dan Kelly, man, and Tom Breese is no slouch. So
I put it on the line and said you're only going to have one care, and I mean. Dan Kelly's lost 2 in a row. Derek Brunson and last Theodorou.
Yeah, but he's an older guy, so right away it gets your old guy's interest, and he's broken up, and then it gets broken up guys' interest. So and Breeze is a tough fuck, so this is gonna be a fucking nails fight, man.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I have memories. I sat through the Sean Strickland Tom Breeze fight at UFC 199, and so, but I'll care for Dan Kelly. I care because Dan Kelly. So, all right, here we go. Now, here's your big.
Are you picking Kelly?
Yeah, I'm picking Kelly.
Good.
No, I'm picking Breeze.
Man, I'm picking Breeze. I like to see Kelly fight, but I don't think he's gonna win. So I'm picking Breeze too. So.
I see. Afraid to make it interesting.
Oh yeah. I just Princess Brided you off. You were gonna pick Kelly.
So how was the music for Kinder's version of the Horst Wessel song? Is that the name?
No,
Is it stirring?
What is that one that the white supremacists used to sing in America? To the tune, our most loved Christmas song is "Driving Through the Reich in a new Mercedes Benz." Killing lots of derogatory term for Jewish person and making lots of friends. Rat tat 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 tat. Mow the bastards down. Oh, what fun it is when the Nazis are back in town. They actually sang that at their rallies in America.
Wow, they need to, and Screwdriver was doing their best to supply them with songs.
Run, Negro, Run, the big hit from Ian and Screwdriver.
Yeah,
and of course, he didn't use the word Negro.
No, but the original version of that song was actually pro-black. They were rooting for the black guy to get away. So.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, remember when I was talking about coon songs the other week?
David Allan Coe?
No, old school, 1890s.
Yeah.
Nick Tosches, the writer?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, great writer. He's got a book where dead voices gather about that period of music, mainly focused on Emmett Miller, the guy who did Lovesick Blues and Big Bad William, Sweet Willie Now, and I Ain't Got Nobody and all those. But he's also a blackface performer. But he tells the story of Ernest Hogan. Do you know who Ernest Hogan was?
Was he one of the heroes?
Well, he's kind of a tragic figure.
No, I mean Stalag 17.
Well, no, that was
okay. Come on, keep up, please.
But so you don't know who this guy is. He's the first African American to ever star in and produce a Broadway musical.
Okay.
First American to ever write a million-selling a song that sold 1 million sheets of.
Nice.
The first composer of any kind to publish a ragtime or syncopated song. Right? So you're thinking he's pretty important and we'd remember him, right? Well, you know why we don't? Because his big million seller was called, and this is a black guy who wrote this, All Coons Look Alike to Me. Which
that could kind of ruin you.
It did. And ironically, he changed.
It's like that Key and Peele skit where the country type of Key and Peele country music is very funny.
Yes, I love Key and Peele. Although I don't think they're going to get back together after Peele's big success with.
But they're still friends. So they'll do a movie together. I even enjoyed that movie Keanu. I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Keanu was funny, but here's the funny part. Dude got the lyrics from he heard them in a Minnesota whorehouse where they were originally called All Pimps Look Alike to Me. And if you take the lyrics of the song and change pimp for coon, it would be like a devastating. It's an awesome song in the original version because the woman is just saying "fuck you," I got a new pimp, and all pimps are the same to me. Anyway, so
well, that reminds me of the faded thing that ruined my fight book in Europe. I'm sitting backstage at a show in Brussels, a big show that we played. I get a call from my my fucking agent, and he says, "Listen, I need something. I think the book needs something a little bit more gritty. Do you have anything?" I said, "Well, yeah, there's a chapter that I took out on the fucking East Asian knife fighter guys." goes, oh, that sounds pretty gritty. Put that in. So I put that in, single-handedly got the president of HarperCollins UK to say, man, we can't release this. There are too many fucking knifings in the street. I don't want to be in front of Parliament after somebody reads this book and knife somebody, answering questions about why I did a book on how to knife somebody. So no. And it was an inner page, so you couldn't take it out. I wrote it backstage. It was like 2 or 3 pages. Can't take it out. And she said, these are the words that killed me. She said, too bad, because we could have sold 1 million.
Man, it's
all right. Quick. But let's get to the Brazilian fight before Sorrell leaves here.
Welterweight, Nordine Taleb versus Claudio Silva.
Hey, Sorrell, Claudio Silva. You interested in this fight? Claudio Silva. He says he doesn't have any. He laughs and he shakes his head. Don't have any idea. There you go, straight out of the mouth of a Brazilian
man,
former professional MMA fighter, black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. No fuck idea.
The guy's 2-0 in the UFC with both decisions.
He's 2-0 in the UFC, but they were both decision wins.
Yep. So, well, I don't care either.
I don't care.
I thought you liked Taleb.
Taleb Kweli.
I get all confused.
Yeah. Going back to the Hogan songs.
It's like you can read my mind. All right, so now we've got the 6-fight main card on Fox Sports 1. Remember, this is happening about lunchtime in America.
Okay.
Middleweight, Eric Spicely versus Darren Stewart.
Almost, not quite.
No, not quite. Spicely, yeah, he hasn't sold me.
Anybody who's getting cranky about the profusion of don't cares, I defy you to call me, text me from in the middle of viewing this show, and you tell, not this show, the UFC, and you tell me that you're having a great time. I defy you.
The fans have some questions for you, Eugene.
Go ahead.
Eugene, your face looks fat as fuck today. What happened?
Well, I've been in Europe for about fucking 3 weeks, man.
Too much schnitzel?
No, not Germany was at the end part. You know, I love pasta. I love pasta like the next guy. Most of the shows were in Italy. So, but you have it for breakfast, you have it for lunch, you have it for dinner. No fucking joke, Jack. I probably gained about 6 pounds, and I haven't been running, but I'm back. But also, this is squeezing my face. Look, see? Look how narrow and shapely.
I wasn't going to say anything last night, but the new angle you were using at your house, you looked kind of like a banana head.
Yeah, but I do that because I don't want you to see my fucking renters coming and going in the back down the alley. I see. The room I film in, it sits on an alley. So
when are you gonna write your new autobiography, Slumlord?
He's got jokes. He said, when am I gonna write my new autobiography called Slumlord? That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Says a guy from his mansion with his
mansion, my 1,000 square foot manse.
Your original artwork on the wall there from famous people. Was that a Picasso? Was that Kandinsky? Who was that?
That's my father-in-law directly behind me there. And then this is Dave.
It looks like a mushroom and a microphone and a nutcracker.
It's a nutcracker, a bunch of walnuts on a plate, and a little hammer and pick. You know, the advanced nutcracking toolkit. All right, but let's get back to it. Bantamweight, Davey Grant versus Manny Bermudez.
Do not care.
No, me neither. Dennis Bermudez, maybe, but not so much Manny.
No,
all right,
not so much Manny.
Featherweight, Makwan Amirkhani versus Jason Knight.
Almost because of almost because of Jason Knight.
I don't care. I almost was excited about Amirkhani, but then he lost to Arnold Allen, and it was lame, and so.
Yep. So that's a don't care.
Yeah, it's a don't care. Featherweight, Arnold Allen versus Mads Burnell. Mads Burnell. That's a great name, Mads.
Yeah, I don't care.
No. Arnold Allen, I'm not sold out.
Mads is a pretty common, I think, what is it, Danish name?
A Welsh name?
M-A-D-S?
Yeah, Danish, probably.
Yeah, I say Danish.
Yeah, maybe so. All right, now
I'm thinking of the actor Mads Mikkelsen, and he's Danish, I think.
Let me give you the fight as it was originally going to be booked, and then we'll give you what we've got. How about welterweight Gunnar Nelson versus Neil Magny?
Yeah, that's exciting.
That would be a care, right?
That would be a care.
Okay, but how about Neil Magny versus Craig White? Huh?
Man, there's so many ways that you can get fucked in this game, you know. I mean, Magny did everything that was right? He didn't do anything that was wrong, you know.
No. Here he is. In the co-main event in Liverpool. Home of the Beatles, Echo and the Bunnymen.
Oh, yeah.
I bet a Teardrop Explodes fan. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, but Magny is still Magny, man. So, you know, what is that great line from that song by Madness? I suggest you take what's given you, even if it doesn't agree with you.
Yeah, he'll be up there in the stadium stand singing "You'll Never Walk Alone." Trying to stir up some support from the fans. All right, so yeah, I don't care. I'm sorry, Neil Magny. I don't care. He's almost redeemed himself from his, you know, unspeakably boring reputation. He was another sort of smaller Francis Carmont for a while, minus the nut shots.
I would like to get an informal survey going of the most accomplished, boring fighter ever, and just to give some guidance. It can't be.
Wouldn't that be your homeboy, the guy Jake Shields?
No, I'm gonna
Matt Lundgren.
Close. I was gonna look. Well, let me give some guidance. I was gonna say GS. Yeah, Pat Miletich for sure.
Well, but GSP would probably win in a landslide.
However, GSP in the early, you could still put together a highlight reel. In other words,
thrilling.
In other words, a fighter, the most accomplished, good fighter who has really had the most boring fight. And by this, I mean, you're the video editor. You have been charged with putting together a highlight reel to get somebody hyped for this, and you can barely find
it. Would be Dan Severn, I think, in a walk.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, unless he was suplexing guys 100-something pounds smaller than him.
Yeah.
He was, remember the slap fight, the Dan Severn?
Yeah, man. Oh, man. And then the ignominious end was the worst part, though, because it cast a doubt on the whole legacy when his manager / mom, I don't even remember who it was, the woman, got popped for trying to pay off somebody to lose, you know.
Yeah, not a good look. Not a good look. But at least he didn't end up fighting Tank Abbott in a backyard somewhere.
Man, that was good. That was good. $65,000 cash in a fucking Safeway bag. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
you make mock, but you haven't lived.
Would you fight Tank Abbott? How much would you fight Tank Abbott in the backyard for?
If they paid me $65,000, I'd do it.
You do it?
Yeah, because no, I would do it for $25,000 because I had a fight with an MMA fighter, Jose Palacios. He used to train at AKA. Used to train with Kungle, and we got in the ring and we started fighting. And it was a super fucking great game plan. He just made me chase him. Made me chase him. And then when I was fucking tired, came in for the kill. And so, that would be my stratagem against Tank. But, I've fucking spent a whole couple of days with Tank. And I got to tell you, man, I don't want Tank putting his hands on me, his hands were like Fred Flintstone, like pterodactyl killing hands. It really fucking bone density was incredible. That's why he touches you, you're out, and that's no joke, even still probably. So
what if you caught him drunk?
He was probably the most fucking effective drunk that I'd ever met. And he drank more than any single human being I've ever had the occasion to spend time with who wasn't Irish. I remember some Irish people I hung out with in Dublin, man. And they were like, oh, we're just going to have a little bit of wine. At the end, there were 8 fucking wine bottles on the table. And there were 3 of us at the fucking table. And I had 1 glass of wine. So you tell me.
Wow. Or except over 4 bottles each.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Or maybe over 3.5.
I'm out. Each. I'm fucking 2 drinks, glasses of wine. And I'm like, out,
All right. Here's some boring fighters: Ricardo Arona, John Fitch, Demian Maia, in addition to Jake Shields.
Demian Maia, but you just can't all blast the grapplers. Demian Maia has pulled off a couple of where he squeezed the dude's head
like blood faucet.
Yeah, the blood faucet, and then when he did that fucking spinning somersault into a was it somersault into a into a triangle. That was pretty phenomenal. He's done stuff that's made you like, oh, in other words, if I was editing a reel together, I would be able to do it.
It's easy to find a highlight reel of Demi in my head. Jake Shields, not so much. John Fitch, I don't know. There's the time he just Belforded Thiago Alves. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and his recent fight, that was.
Yeah.
There's enough stuff. There's enough stuff there to edit together. But yeah, I'd agree. And I can't put any daylight between me and friend of knuckle up Foku Jake Shields. His grappling is still fucking phenomenal in my mind. So I
see. All right, but his bone density, his hands, not quite as intimidating as Tank Abbott.
Well, he got people got to him, and this is what happens, man. I remember there's a guy here who had a great motorcycle shop, fantastic. And one of his main guys, longest time guy, was a friend of mine. And he was like, oh, man. And some fucking, I think we would call him a carpetbagger. Some guy comes in and says, man, you're next to Palo Alto. This is the richest place. You need to really upgrade. Nobody's going to want to come to this grimy garage to buy their motorcycles, which is the reason people went there was because it was a grimy garage. It had the stink of authenticity. And so he got him to buy this big showroomy-esque place and sink thousands of dollars into it, moved out of this like little dingy garage where he was selling and making money for years, put his kids through college, and then within 18 months out of business. There's always some guy, some big idea guy gambling with your fucking
grand opening, money. Grand closing.
Yeah, there you go. So,
yeah. And you say Jay-Z is not the greatest rapper of all time.
No, I don't say that. I just say that every time I hear a Jay-Z song, I hear the same line over and over again. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. Fuck
but
you,
in different meters.
I'm rich. Yeah, in different meters. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich.
Well, what's he supposed to sing about?
At this point, yeah, it's honest and true to his present existence. So,
yeah,
but he's been singing "I'm Rich" forever, which is, I like
it. True. That's true. All right,
I'd pay to go to his seminar. The seminar is called "I'm Rich."
It comes with a lot of binders, twice as many binders as your average seminar. All right, now we're to the main event. Can you believe we're already the main event, and we've got one care so far?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we've got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Darren Till. Now, Thompson can be a boring striker. He's not a grappler, but sometimes he's fun, though. I mean, what he did to Johnny Hendricks was entertaining. But those two fights with Tyrone Woodley.
I think your prediction is going to come true, man.
What? Oh, you're not going to care about this? What a hater, Eugene. Eugene.
I'm sorry.
Wonderboy.
Yeah, but Wonderboy against Till, what does that do for you? Honest to God, what does that do for you?
It sets up Darren Till is what they're doing. I mean, he's got one win over a name, which is Donald Cerrone in his last fight, which was an impressive beatdown. He's 16-0-1, and they're looking to feed Thompson to him, get rid of Thompson's boring ass, and build up Till. That's what they're trying to do here. However, I think this is a very dangerous play. I think Thompson is a few steps ahead of where Till is ready for right now.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Are you predicting an exciting fight? Because this is what gets my ass in the chair in front of the fight. I know Nash has this kind of metric about his metric is about fight significance, fight game placement, and I really like that in this instance. But in this instance, what I'm talking about is a Saturday night. I'm talking about my
Saturday afternoon.
I'm talking about my mother out here to visit. I'm talking about
Your mom loves the fights.
Yeah, she does. But breaking my I don't know. I got to make big claims for this. Am I going to be able to make big claims like why we should divert all of the family resources into watching Darren Till versus fucking Stephen Wonderboy Thompson? And I can't say that I think it's going to be an exciting fight.
How about, Mom, you want to see a white guy get punched in the face? No? You're guaranteed some white on white crime.
I don't know, man. Well, first of all, I mean, yeah. I mean, I want to care, but I still got the stink in my mouth from the Wonder Boy fights, and also, I gotta tell you, this is like trying to find a job when you have a job. There's something about not having a job and then trying to get a job that you go into that job and if you smelling, because who does this? That means you either had to quit your job before you had a job, which is foolhardy, or you got fired from your job, which is means you're trouble, or you got laid off, which means you're bad luck. So it doesn't bode well. I mean, why'd the guy languish for so long? What does that mean? What is that? Are they excited about? Are they building him up? I mean, I think it coheres very closely to what you were saying, trying to get rid of Cat. So is that interesting? That what he's fundamentally event horizoned. He loses this fight and he's like back in the fucking phantom toll booth where he's just like doesn't know where I'm gonna fight again, who's it, or how many more months they're gonna give him to cool down. Probably he asked for a little more money. I mean, this is probably the reality. He's, I need a little bit more money, and they gave him what little peanuts he thought would make him happy, and that put him on a shit list. That's how that works. You're gonna fucking grab big because they're gonna hate you for asking for anything. But I mean, the implications of this are non-fight related, and they all make me sad. Yep.
Did you see the people in Dallas that were charged with fraud for defrauding Medicaid of something like $60 million because they were putting old people to sleep?
Yeah, I did.
And they had texts like, "It's time for this patient to go bye-bye," and shit, and no murder charges anywhere. And I was just thinking, like, what's the DA thinking? Like, well, yeah, he killed people, but look how much money they made. This is just fraud. This is white-collar crime.
Yeah. So, the people they killed were old, right?
Yeah, exactly. Culling the herd, icebergs. We don't have icebergs anymore, so we can't send.
You go back to the old the
mattress parties.
Last week's the show stomper, which is very much tied into this next coming week's show stomper, and I've been talking about the culling quite a bit. All the signs are there, man. Every single fucking sign. I watched on the airplane going over and coming back several movies, and this was a continual theme in at least 3 of them, man. At least 3 of them.
Like The Purge,
Maze Runner, The Purge, fucking Kingsman 1, The New Avengers. It comes up again and again and again and again. And you combine that with the push to colonize Mars and to get to the dark side of the moon and to interplanetary space travel. Nah, man. You know what's going to happen to us who do not have Elon Musk's who's going out with some fucking, what is he going out with? Ariana Grande? Some
Grimes.
Grimes. Yeah. So,
I heard her music is harmonically challenging.
No, Grimes is cool.
What harmonically challenging? That's a good thing.
I get her confused with Twigs, FKA Twigs sometimes. But I don't know, man. It's a dark time, and I'm not trying to be a fucking Jeremiah here. The issue with Jeremiah, but I don't know. I'm seeing disturbing dark signs.
I too am seeing dark signs, but then I always do. So I believe that's our show. You got anything else to add?
I didn't hear you say whether you cared or not, though.
I do care. I can't help it. Wonderboy Thompson Karate.
So who are you picking?
I'm picking Wonderboy. I don't think Till's quite ready for this.
Okay, so
because Wonderboy is tricky.
Okay, I want to show people what this looks like, and it looks like very much like last week's "Don't Care." That's what it looks like. That's that fight. That's fucking Saturday UFC, multi-billion-dollar corporation. That's what that looks like.
What do you think about the new ESPN deal? They bought up all their TV rights.
Yeah, that's right. I got
for less than Fox had offered them for the TV rights originally. The whole deal with the streaming is bigger, but yeah. So.
I just think of Colin Quinn when he was talking about the Dutch showed up in New York and the Laganap Indians were there. We'll give you, $27 for it. No, it's not for sale. Okay, we'll give you 26. Maybe you don't hear so good. We already said it's not for sale. 25. All right, you know what? Let's take it because that's just going the wrong way, and the guy's got a whole navy behind him. I get it. We'll just take the 24 and be on our happy way. Yeah.
And it wasn't theirs anyway. So.
Exactly. That's what he alludes to. He goes, they probably killed the people who it belonged to. So
they're just passing through. All right. So that's our show. Follow us on Twitter @KidNate, Eugene S. Robinson. Read Eugene@Aussie.com. Subscribe to the Eugene S. Robinson channel on YouTube to get the show stomper every Sunday. Not every Sunday night, but
I was taking a rare sojourn in Italy and Germany, so. But generally, I rarely miss. And usually I do the shows from there, too. But I don't want to be in my hotel room in Germany screaming.
I see. Yes, good call. Or was it because you were traveling with the missus? Have you gone soft, Eugene?
Yeah, no. I've done the show with her in the background plenty of times.
That's true. Fair enough. All right. Let's see. Read me at bloodyelbow.com. Listen to my podcast, letitrollpodcast.com. Zane and Connor will be back tomorrow with the MMA Vivisection for actual detailed and knowledgeable previews of these same fights. And then Zane will have the 6th round after the fights.
I
didn't say you were. I was misspeaking. I was
okay. All right, there you go.
Yeah. So So anyway, that's our show. So adios, MMA aficionados. Thanks, Eugene. We'll see you next time.
All right, man. Later.